just had a little trudge around my back garden to pick up leaves and pine cones, or fir cones they probably are, and picked out a bit of fabric to go on the tray, although you can't really see it, but there's robins and orange and yellow and foxes under there. The walnuts are from my garden. The apples and plums are just seasonal fruit. And the pumpkin is one I bought a couple of weeks ago, which I will end up eating. I think that looks really pretty. One of the things I need to do today is go through what I have made and what I have bought. I don't make a big thing of Halloween, as I've said before, but I did decide to give a few people some small gifts. I'm just going to review what I bought or what I made, see if I need to do any more. Those made good bars really are tiny, but hey, fun. Good. These stash tea bags are individually wrapped, which is what I was hoping for. So I have 18 of those and 30 of the bars and 2 bars of chocolate. So the person I'm giving this to, there are 2 people I know who are absolutely nuts about Halloween and also have birthdays around the same time, which is why I'm making a bigger deal of their presents over the others. So I'm going to put a Brita Sport chocolate in theirs and put that in there. That's one. And then one in there. And that goes in there. So these are actually a good size for a bar and a tea bag. Oh, I could actually fit 2 bars in each one. I could put 2 bars in the snap pocket and a tea bag in the back pocket. Oh, I think I need to make more of these if I can remember which tutorial I used for that. Oh man, I make so many little bags. Sometimes I don't remember which tutorial I used for what. Okay, 2 little bars. And a tea bag. How perfect is that? Awesome. And did I choose the stash tea because it matches my fabric? Of course I did. Some of these feel a little squished. I'm not sure about this one with the ears. It's a bit childish, and I'm giving these gifts to grown-ups. Could keep it for me, I suppose. Maybe I'll hold off on that one. And this one is fun. It's a bit big for what I've got there, though. And this one is big too. This is why a lack of planning sometimes comes back to bite you in the arse. Because if I had known ahead of time that I was going to do this and this, I would have just made all of these. I could have made 15 of them. I still can. What I could also do, actually, I know what I can do with this one. I can either put the pumpkin bath bomb in it, or the ghost bath bomb for my husband. I think the ghost, I don't know, pumpkin kind of goes better with that, doesn't it? So if I put the pumpkin bath bomb in that one, and then the ghost bath bomb in the other one, and give them to myself. I can give myself that one. I give my husband the other one. All right, so I'm going to put that one aside for now. But I definitely think I need to make more of these. They were so quick and easy. And I have 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have enough snacks and tea bags to make 11 more if I wanted to. I think that's what's going to happen. So, where am I? Well, obviously I'm in my sewing room. But what I meant is, how far have I got on these little bags? I have cut enough black pieces for 11 because that basically used up what I had of the solid black. And then I cut as many as I could out of my patterned fabrics. Right now, I'm at the point where I've sewn them all together, so you can't even see the prints. But there are 11 bags in progress. I just have to grab my trusty point turner and my iron and flip them all the right way around, do a teeny bit of top stitching, and then add the snaps. So because I batch sewed them, doing each step 11 times before I moved on to the next step, it's gone really fast. I just had a lunch break, made myself a cup of tea, and I'm ready to roll again. So here's what they look like after I have flipped them and ironed them. Got some with the cat and glow-in-the-dark pumpkin fabric. There's a bat one, a different kind of pumpkin, a miscellaneous Halloween-y themed. This cool one. This one has masks on it. This guy, which is rather fun and pretty. So there's a couple of those, another one of those, another one of those. So that's 10 of them, but I was a bit of a doofus on this one. I turned this one right side out and I wondered why there was all these threads here, and I realized that one of the pieces was positioned upside down. So I've gone and sewn the fold into the seam and left the raw edges up the top. And because I would really, really like to have 15 of these bags, I'm going to have to unpick it. It's going to be a bit of a challenge because I already pinked off most of the seam allowance. Anyway, I'm going to give it a go. Okay, this little pouch is deconstructed. And now what I'm realizing is that I wasted my time because when I trimmed my seam allowances off, I cut this piece into 2. There should be a fold and then a curved. This one was the wrong way around, so now it's got a curve on what was the folded edge. Still have these pieces usable. So maybe I'll go see if I can find another piece of fabric to go with this one. Well, all I can say is I'm really lucky. I just found another piece that was the exact right size. That was obviously an odd bit, and I had already put it back in a fabric bin because I didn't think I was going to need it. So now I'm careful. I should be able to get these layered and sewn. Well, that was lucky. That was very lucky. It's an absolutely glorious day outside. I am going to go out for a proper walk. I did do a little trundle around the backyard earlier, and I put together that tray with some maple leaves and walnut leaves and things like that. But I am going to go out for a proper walk just around the neighborhood. I don't want to do a sort of challenging hike or anything, but I will get out in that sunshine because it's just too nice to miss. There is a really, really strong chance that my bobbin is going to run out again. I had 2 partial bobbins with black thread in, and I know that this one is looking pretty low. Now I hope, as I re-sewed this with crappy uneven edges, is that I actually caught all the bits of fabric in my stitching. This is one of the beauties of making bags that have turned out like this with all the raw ends inside. All the oopsies can be hidden away. I think it worked out okay. I'm going to go and iron it now. Well, I didn't run out of snaps, which is good, but I have used all of my orange ones. I have no orange ones left at all now. So most of them worked out fine. Orange on that one, pink on that one, because there's pink in the fabric. I know it's not a Halloween-y colour. White on that one, and that one's got candy corn on the back. And then red on these 2. And black on that one. Black on that one. Purple on that one, because I had to change it up a little bit, otherwise I was going to run out of black. Black on that one. There were a couple where I made a bit of a mess of the snappity snap. Can you see that? When the pliers squish down on both of the sides of the cap and the other little bit that is on the other side of the fabric, it's got to be completely perfectly lined up, because if you have this slightly off center and it squishes the plastic in the middle wrong, it's not good. So I have 2 which are not good particularly. I mixed up the colors on this because I wanted to have orange on the outside, so I put black on the bottom because I had more black, and orange on there, and then black on the back. But I didn't squish that one down very evenly. And then this one, yeah, I got a bit carried away with this one. This is orange on the outside, but this sort of weird sort of yellow on the back. And of course I was forgetting when I did the first one, you still get a little blip of the other color showing in the middle. And with this one here, it's orange, which is great, but I used a kind of horrible shade of, I don't know what you'd call that. I don't even know what their color's called. It's sort of a beige, and it shows right in the middle of the orange. I dressed perfectly for the weather. A couple of thin layers and my big crochet cardigan and a matching beanie and some thin fingerless mitts. First fingerless mitts of the season, guys. I'm glad it's not windy, because otherwise I would have needed a more windproof layer. But it's perfect. Well, it's 10 o'clock at night and I just realized I have not finished up my video for the day. So here's the status of the little baby hoodie. The hood's coming along nicely. And then there'll just be some edging to do. So I might do that tomorrow, or I might go back to the bag with the flowers. Depends on how I'm feeling. So I carried on watching a Bodies on Netflix tonight, and I did more crochet, and that was fun. The tray of leaves and fruit and pumpkin and other fally things that I put together this morning, I added a little string of lights. I've had this string of lights wrapped around my big ficus plant for literally years, and I even forgot they were there. It was just a little battery operated string of lights that I got from Superstore or somewhere like that a long time ago. And so I took them off the plant and I put them on the tray, and it looks really cute now. So before I get too tired and before I completely forget, because I have a feeling I'm going to get stuck into the last episode of Bodies because I really want to know how it ends, I better get this finalized for tonight and get it uploaded to YouTube. So that's the end of day 26. Thanks for watching. Bye.